Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for my August favorites. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. Let's go ahead and jump right into foundations. Now, my favorite routine has been actually just using concealer and some powders, which I'll talk about in a moment, but when I've used foundation, these two have been ones that I actually haven't used for a while because they're a bit deeper in shade than I normally am, but because of a tan that I currently am, well, it's actually faded quite a bit, but because I am more tan in the summer, I pulled them out. So we've got the Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation, and we also have the La Mer, the Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation. These wear really well. So this one says Longwear, and so does this one. This one also says Hydration and Longwear. So what I noticed about these is that after I wore them after several hours in the heat, they looked really nice. So I had forgotten how well they performed. So if you're looking for something that does really well in the warm weather, these are lovely. Now this is in BD 51. I usually wear about a shade lighter than this. This is quite warm toned though. So this is again the BD coating on here, which is more golden. This one's in Buff 23A. They've since changed the coating on this, but it's still called Buff. So I'll go ahead and leave the correct or the current coating down there for you on the shade. Of course, I'll also swatch them for you. Those have been really nice. Really impressed with both of them. So I'm glad I took those out to use them again. Okay, so when I don't wear foundation, actually, what do I have on today? I have this one on today. Very slight amount though. When I go in with no foundation and just concealer, I've been using these powders, which I will let you know as soon as I find out when there are more available, the blur powders. So I use the blur powder in light medium as well as in medium deep when I just want something really minimal. This does just as well as foundation for me. So if I conceal correctly and strategically and then just go in with these two, no foundation is necessary. So I've been loving this especially for more lightweight makeup. Really beautiful. And I posted it on Instagram at some point this month because I caught the way that it looked just in the mirror right before I put some sunscreen on because I was going swimming, and it was just the prettiest finish. So make sure you're subscribed because I will post this on the community tab as soon as it comes back. It'll come back in a different packaging. This is the limited edition Flower Power. It started off as a hummingbird. There is now a new packaging that looks like the Pebble. It's not this one, but it looks like it's gonna look like, it does look like this, but larger, but it looks very similar to this packaging. Those have been my go-tos for coverage this month. When I haven't been using that medium deep powder by Chantecaille, I've been going in with this bronzer by Rouge. This is in the, let's see, I can never remember the name, but it's like the second one. It says here, Le Terre Brune. Beautiful shade. It's very golden. So if you like a golden bronzer, you're gonna love this one. If you love Guerlain bronzers, you're gonna love this one as well. I have it on today. Then in terms of prepping for makeup, my skin's kind of been all over the place because I went in with tretinoin and it's starting to affect my skin, of course, so it's a little more sensitive. And let me just talk about this really quickly because then it'll make more sense. So I've gone in with this. If you have this product, I've been using it with these because this is too light for me. This is the Color Science SPF 50. It also evens out skin tone, so that's what I like about this. You've got the SPF 50 plus as well as, let me just see what it says exactly. It's been clinically tested to diminish the appearance of discoloration and immediately blur stubborn brown spots. Okay, so that is why I love this, because it acts on your skin while it protects it, but it's too light for me. And I saw on Instagram, they used they used this product, the Sunforgettable Flex Shield, the Flex product, which has, I think, come back into stock. It sold out pretty quickly everywhere, but I have mine in medium and also in tan. So medium in the center of my face, tan on the exterior. So I applied this and then these two. So that's what I had on my face. Really great sun protection. So my wish is to have no contact with the sun on my face. And this is about as close as I've figured out how to get while still looking somewhat natural. It's still a lot once you put it on, but I went to go remove this, and I think because my skin is already sensitive, I had gone in with a washcloth to help remove the sunscreen, and then it was just raw. So my poor skin was not very happy. It's still got a little bit of dryness on the surface right now, so definitely watch your skin because I've kind of changed up my routine slightly. I'll talk about in the vlog that I post. I think it's going to post later, what I've done for my very sensitive, dry surface skin right now. It's not going to be forever. I just had to change it up because my routine would have really irritated my skin. I have been going in with this, so this maybe I would skip right now though, but I've been using this product first, the CHANTECAILLE Hibiscus Smoothing Mask. So it's a really gentle exfoliant, unless of course your face feels raw, and since mine did, I skipped this one today, but then I'll go in with a Jasmine and Healing Mask, and I actually put this on this morning before I did any of my skincare just to kind of soothe everything. So I've been loving this as well. So these two masks, again, the Hibiscus Smoothing Mask and the Jasmine and Lily Healing Masks are the two that I've really been enjoying. And then as a more emollient balm type of texture, I've been loving this CHANTECAILLE Nano Gold Energizing Face Cream. And you can see it in here. Oh, here we go. It's very like a balmy texture. So not much movement there at all. And it comes with this applicator. So I scoop out the cream with this side and then I apply it with this side. So I've been loving that. My skin is very happy, but also this one says rich in anti-aging peptides and powerful antioxidants to help promote skin renewal, stimulate collagen production, and reverse sun damage, which is what I have. So nighttime is the best time for me to use this because it is more emollient. Then for eyes, what a stunning palette this is. I know it's fairly new, the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I wanted to see what else it could do, and how it would play well with other products that I have. So I used this. This again is the ROUGE, and these are my favorite colors right here. I love them. I've got those two on right now. And then I blended it with another favorite eyeshadow. Now, I think I talked about this in the concealer video, but this color is amazing. This one in Java, it doesn't look exciting, like I've said, but I blended it in up here with that gray color. So I think it brings some warmth to that palette because there's a little bit of warmth to this first shade in the palette right here. There's a little bit of a champagne thing happening. So I wanted to just see what I could do with that, plus tie that in with the lip today because there's a little bit of warmth to the lip as well. So I wanted to try those out. Just count on this every month as a favorite, this Java shade. And then I went in with this one, which is Cell, right underneath, which worked beautifully with this palette as well. So you can kind of see them together. And I know many of you already have this and love it. Speaking of cooler eyes, I've been using these over and over, the CHANTECAILLE eyeliner in Slate. It's a beautiful, very deep gray color. I've been tight lining with that and then going above the lash line about halfway, doing a bit of a kitten wing with the Gris Graphite by Chanel. It's one of the newer colors. I also go in the waterline with this, which is what I have on today. And if you want to try something a little bit different, this is a cool green shade. It's a bit of a seafoam, but I'm gonna say it's deeper than. At first I thought it was a seafoam green color, but it definitely has more green, but it's on the cool side. So this is a beautiful, very subtle hint of color. If you're interested in this, it's beautiful in the waterline. Those three have been on repeat this whole month, just because I've been loving the cool palettes. Then for blush, I love the In Love, the new formulation, because it's much more fine in its glow. The previous version that I have in 55, which I compare in my One Eye, One Cheek, One Lip, has more distinct particles in it, which is not something I like because it will emphasize texture, especially up here where I have more prominent pores. So I love that this is more fine. It's got a really beautiful glow to it. So I have this on with this, and I've been trying this out, just really seeing how I could maximize its potential. But this is Love Glow by Charlotte Tilbury, and I just buffed in the In Love. Here's how they look together. So I kind of used this as the pop-up color and then buffed in with this. It's a little bit pinker, a little bit lighter, more difficult to see alone on my cheeks, but I think with this, they worked beautifully together. And then for lips, I have so many lovely lip products here. Just a shout out again to this lip color, the Lip Defining lip definer by Chantecaille in Natural. I've used this quite a bit and I'm so glad. I couldn't find it for a while. It was in a bag. That's where it was hiding. So this is a Your Lips But Better liner. If you are my coloring, really great to neutralize exterior. I think I probably talked about this last month, but I just use this to adjust and make other lipsticks look better. So that's why, again, it is here if I mentioned it last month. And then we've got lip shades. So I've got 3 by Victoria Beckham. I love these. And when I do the Get Ready With Me, I've used this one the most, the one in Spark. It's the closest Your Lips But Better shade for me that I think I may have ever found. So it's really pretty. So I love that. I've been loving also Twist. This one's a lighter, warmer version of that. If you go really dramatic with an eye, I think this is a perfect pairing with it. And then we have Fire here, which is very vibrant. I love this shade. Not as versatile, but it's definitely a statement lip that's not red. I think most statement lips are red, but this one is nice and vibrant. I think would look really great with like a coppery eye. I think that would look beautiful. Something more simple though, because this is going to be your standout color in the whole look. Of course, you can definitely make this whatever you want, but that's how I think I would wear it the most. So I need to play around with this more, but I really like this shade. And then of course, we can't forget the Chanel number 58 Rouge V, which I have on right now. This one definitely is a very serious kind of lip, very statement, very classic. Also gives me a little bit of fall because of the tone. There's just the slightest amount of like a brownish tone, but also again, like I've said, there's a berry tone in there hiding as well. So I think it's quite versatile. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to pair that, again, that brownish Java with this lip, just to kind of tie these parts together. Fragrances, there are 3 fragrances I've really been wearing on repeat here. You or Someone Like You, which is a beautiful daytime scent, really light and airy, really clean, just kind of a happy one without being too sweet. There's something really sweet, but there's a brightness about this. So I will leave all the notes below if you'd like to read them. The next one is the Basilico and Fellini. It's become one of my all-time favorite fragrances. Again, clean, but more sophisticated than this one right here. Definitely conveys this sort of look that I have on right now. And this one has that basil note in there, which is unique, but also it's got a strength about it that I think complements, again, something like this really well. So, and sometimes I'll wear these in the evening, right before going to bed. I'll spray it on just because I love these so much. This is in Cypress Shade, the House of Oud, and it's a stunning bottle right here. So I think the next fragrance I'm going to get will be by the House of Oud. I haven't figured out which one yet, but I was so pleased with this one. But this one has more of a soft side to it. So if I had paired something like the Victoria Beckham Spark, like the Your Lips But Better, I would have picked this one just because it's a little bit softer. So if you like these kinds of notes, like bergamot, vetiver, those kinds of things where it's really fresh and clean, you will like any one of these. So it's just a matter of intensity. So like I said, I will leave information about all 3 of those below. But if you buy anything, actually, I think all 3 of these came from Twisted Lily. I purchased these myself. They would kindly send me this one, but I have a 10% off coupon in case you want to purchase anything, which I use myself when I purchase anything. I also use the code. And then we have this cleansing purifying scrub with sea salt by CHRISTOPHE. It's almost gone. I have been loving this, especially in the summertime where my scalp gets a little bit oily, and I do wash my hair every day. I've tried not washing it every day. I can't. I have to wash it every day. So if you're like me and you like that, and you like that clean feeling without stripping your hair and it being dehydrated, then you'll love this. It is created for sensitive or oily scalp. I love the fragrance on this, and if you love suds when you shampoo, you're gonna love this. The suds here are really luxurious. So a little goes a long way. I think I've used too much, which is why I went through it kind of quickly. I probably was taking twice as much as I need. A little goes a long way here. It's just such a lovely one. And the only thing I wish is that the crystals, the salt crystals, would get really close to my scalp so I can kind of massage them in. That's the only thing I wish about this. Otherwise, it is really a lovely shampoo. And then this one, these will probably be in the empties very soon, but this is by Molten Brown, the Bath and Shower Gel. It's got the infusing eucalyptus scent. Really beautiful. And this one also, I think I went through too quickly because you don't need much. There's not as much water content in here, at least it feels like there isn't, as other gels. So a little goes a long way. Really, again, refreshing in the morning. I even like this in the evening, and it's a very clean scent. And then another Molten Brown, I forgot I had this. I hauled it and then I forgot because I was using another lotion, but the Orange and Bergamot body lotion. For those of you who love bergamot and orange, I don't know if this is still available, but it is a really beautiful, fresh, clean scent. There's a theme here with the scents. So again, I'd love to know what your favorites are. I always love reading them in the comments section below. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other. Stay well if you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. For me, this is the Color Science Even Up SPF 50, oh gosh, bronzer by BOUCHE Rouge. Oh, it's, what?